First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Fields on third down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Bears. Fields on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Their last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. That's complete. Right around the 8. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Goff. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Back to throw. Fields. Forced out to his left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll run on first down. Castle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, it's Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On first down, Castle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Second down and goal. Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Lions, nothing.
On first down, gone. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Brought down at the 20. The Lions at 2-8 now in the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next Bears offense. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. They'll run on 1st down. Castle to the 43, 2nd down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 5 now. Gone. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. In motion left comes Williams. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down now. Woodard. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense. 3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where the low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Ross St. Brown. As the first half is winding down, and the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half.
This is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action. Here's Goff. On the move to his left. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for the Lions.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Goff. Flush to his right.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Goff. And Shark holds it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
So to 17 now. Here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Swift is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Swift again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
From 6 yards away.
And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
On play action, Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25 on second down. Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Fields. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 1st and 10, Goff. That is caught. It's Williams. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. 19 yards that time for number 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Again, Fields.
And Allen's got it.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tagged on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Another important 4th-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
After the interception, here's Goff. Williams brings it in.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down throw, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th-quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
return is Joe.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Off play action, Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Castle trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Fields.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
EA Sports, within the game. This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.